For apparent eons, I bumped against the stony, irregular sides of a narrow hewn. My nostrils were assailed by a scarcely definable menace, a creeping odor of damp and staleness, curiously. The horror of the experience deepened with every dragging second. Then, the mental cataclysm came. It was very gradually that I regained my senses after that eldritch flight through Stygian space. I must be lying helpless in some nameless cavern world toward the core of the planet. My bonds were still biting into. I used all the art of a lifetime to free myself, as I had so often done amidst the glare of lights and the applause of vast crowds. When I was finally free, I peered diligently in every direction, yet met only an ebony blackness. Obviously, I ought not to walk at random, so I paused to note the direction of the cold, fetid, natron-scented air current. Accepting the point of its source as the possible entrance to the abyss, I strove to keep track of this landmark, and once my head struck against a hard object. It was the base of a column of unbelievable immensity, whose surface was covered with gigantic chiseled hieroglyphics. Crawling on, I encountered other Titan columns at incomprehensible distances apart. Suddenly, I began to hear, faintly and afar off, the morbid and... It was hideous that... The tramping drew nearer. Heaven save me from the sound of those feet and paws and hooves and pats and talons. I drew behind the enormous circumference of a cyclopic column, that I might escape for a while the horror. I would not look at the marching things. But God! Their crazy torches began to cast shadows on the surface of those stupendous columns. Heaven take it away. Hippopotami should not have human hands and carry torches. Men should not have the heads of crocodiles. This under an appreciable mental strain, since by tonight I shall be no more. It was in one of the most open and least frequented parts of the broad Pacific. The Great Wall was then at